Hey everybody, this is Kevin, creator of BibleWellness.com, coming back at you with the Ultimate Guide to Bible Wellness Part 4. The Ultimate Guide to Bible Wellness Part 4. We're taking a look at health and wellness from a biblical perspective. Part 4, we're talking about the application. Hopefully you went through all the other parts of the series, and now we're up to talking about applying what we've learned. We've taken a broad brush view at health and wellness from a biblical perspective, and some protocols, some principles, some foundational principles that we can glean from the Bible to help us obtain optimal health and wellness. We're talking about health in body, soul, and spirit. So application. Okay, Kevin, you've kind of whetted my appetite as to I need to take a look at my health and kind of take it a little more serious and get proactive about some things. So what can I do? What can I incorporate in my life? Okay, well this part 4 is devoted to some things, some practical things we can do in our life to help us make some changes. And when I first started really trying to really turn my health around, these are things that I researched and I found, and these are things that I implemented not only in my life, but also I incorporated them into a 12-week boot camp that helped change the lives of others, just to see if what I've researched, what I've found, is practical and that it applies across all lines and all peoples if you just apply them. And let's take a look at this. So I want you to take action. I just don't want you to listen to this presentation, these series, and just sit back and go, oh, okay, I need to make some changes. What do I do now? So here's what we can do. Some simple things we can start applying to our lives today. And one thing you'll notice, I kind of hook, the hook is how to lose 20 pounds in 30 days. I can't say, it depends on how hard you go at it, but I can guarantee you will slim down a little bit, and I can't guarantee numbers, and it just depends on what you do and how you incorporate these things in your life and what you take out of your life. But you can definitely notice some changes. If you jump in with both feet and you go up this thing real hard, I can guarantee you'll see some changes in your life. For me personally, I lost about 16, 17, 18 pounds just by changing the way I ate. And also, I can tell you, I haven't really worked out on a regular and consistent basis, but I still stay in good shape. I'm still limber. I still feel good. I still have some energy. So just by changing what you eat and some simple things and looking at what you do can help change your health around. Okay, let's let's go some quick points. Why do I want you to take action. So the first thing you got to do is to determine why. Why do you want to change your health? Why do you want to turn things around? The next thing you got to do is look at some foods that you're eating. Then you got to look at some supplements. Then exercise. We got to look at your schedule of getting rest and reducing stress. And then also we got to look at your community and the people you fellowship with and things along those lines. Okay, the first thing we want to look at is why do you want to do this? For me, and I know for you, you want to be able to praise God without the aches and pains. A lot of times I'll be in church service, you get to testimony service and you hear sister and brother so-and-so stand up talking about, I got arthritis, my blood sugar's acting up, my knees, my joints, oh, woe is me, my back, I don't feel good. Can you keep me at the top of that prayer list? You've been on the prayer list for about a couple of years now, brother or sister. Can we do some things to help you turn around your health so we can get off this prayer list? So we want first and foremost we want to get healthy so that we can be praisers and worshipers pain free, and we want to be kingdom workers. Well for kingdom work. We want to be able to go out there into the field, evangelize, preach, teach, minister, be examples. We want to do these things in a pain-free environment in body, soul, and spirit. So this is one of the first reasons why, God wants you healthy. You want to be healthy for your kids, for yourself, so you can enjoy life, for your family, for your community, so you can be a productive citizen of the community, and with the decision-making processes that go on with the day-to-day uh, decisions that need to be made in your community, and also for your neighborhood, your state, your country, so on and so forth. For your family, you want to be able to nurture your family. You want to be able to uh, be involved with your family and help grow your family. You want to be healthy for that. You don't want to be sick and tired. It's hard to raise kids when you're sick and tired. You go out and you slave and you run around for the man. When you come home, you don't have time and energy for your family, for your spouse, for your kids, for any in-laws, or for anybody else that may be dependent and looking to you for help. You want to be healthy for your spouse, and if you're in any kind of relationship, uh, you want to be healthy and be full of energy to not only go out and do the things you need to do and take care of responsibilities, but you need to come home and take care of responsibilities too. So these are some reasons why we want to be healthy. We want to be healthy to be around for our kids. I know for me, um, my kids don't care how long I've been out slaving for the man. They just want me to come home and play with them. Daddy, will you please throw the ball with me? Daddy, will you please take me to the park? Daddy, will you please read me this book? It's hard to do when you're in bad health, when you're not living up to the potential you could be living up to. Real food. We want to get away from eating crap. We want to get away from eating fake foods, foods that have been produced in a laboratory just to make us feel good for a moment. It's sweet going down, but it's bitter in the end. A lot of people say, Kevin, hey man, this real food stuff, man, I'm not really sure about it. Well, you can either pay the farmer now or you can pay the doctor later, but you will pay. So we want to do things. We want to get real foods back into our diets, which is hard. I know it's hard to do. And even for me, I even slip in and out of it from time to time. But overall, I've made some changes to help turn some things around. Where I'm starting to eat. I'm starting to eat more vegetables, more fruits, more organic meats, more organic dairy products. Um, I've reduced the sweets that I eat. Now I incorporate seeds and nuts and some other things that will help me be nutritionally sound. So we want to let's see, get real foods back into our diets. And one of the reasons we want to do this, a couple of reasons, is because it helps decrease inflammation. If you know anything about inflammation, inflammation is a big problem amongst the American citizens today, and that inflammation leads to a lot of other issues. When your body's inflamed, when it's on fire, when your body is attacking itself, it's producing an environment that allows for all kinds of sicknesses and other diseases to step in. It When you start eating real foods, it naturally alkalizes the body so that your body is not conducive for disease and sickness. It lowers your blood glucose levels, so it gets you more stabilized. You're not spiking real high and not spiking real low, but you're kind of staying nice and even, get that nice even keel, which helps you from wanting to stab somebody when your blood sugar gets low. You're shaking and you're like, I need somebody give me a bagel before I hurt somebody. And I know how that feels because I used to be there all the time, but I've noticed one of the things when I've made the changes in my life, I don't spike as much and I'm not as hungry either. It helps eliminates toxins in your body not naturally. I see a lot of uh, detoxify your body diets and detoxify your body pills and potions and stuff going on today. But when you just eat real food, these foods naturally heal your body and it naturally gets rid of the toxins in your body. And then also when you eat real foods, you're getting the optimum amount of nutrients in your diet. If you know anything about our diet today with regard to laboratory produced foods and fake foods, they taste good, but they're superficial. There's nothing nutrient dense about them. They just taste good, and that's it. So you're getting empty calories, superficial calories, calories that doesn't do you any good. It doesn't build up the body at all, but it actually sets the body up for being broken down. So actually, we're full. You know, we eat a lot of food, but there's no nutrients in them. So we're fat and sick, but we're still starving. Let's take a look at some examples. Let's see if I can. Let me see here. Let me go to an example list real quick. Because a lot of times, you know, you're like, okay, well, give me a list of foods that I can kind of use as a template to draw from. And I found this list at drax.com, and I used this list for myself and also for the foundational uh, eating plan for a um, Bible Body Boot Camp. And I eat off this list. I pretty much live by this list, you know, give or take some foods, but for the most part, I pretty much live by this list now. It wasn't easy in the beginning, but I tell you, man, it's been the best. I've been eating like a king since I've been eating the foods off this list. And this list is a list of nutrient dense, good foods that will help bring your body back into alignment, help bring your body back into good health. It's kind of like the Dave Ramsey plan for your health. If you know anything about Dave Ramsey, his ministry is about money, and it's about bringing people out of debt into pretty much getting them back to zero and then helping them build properly from zero going forward using biblical principles. Well, the same thing applies here. This will help you get out of health debt and help you get back to zero, help you turn that bad health ship around and get it back going into the right direction, and then using biblical principles, following biblical foundational keys that'll help us build good health, help us get healthy, help us get church fit. Let's go down this list real quick. Let's see, asparagus, avocados, um, broccoli, cabbage, carrots, celery, collards, the greens. You know, these are good foods that are nutrient dense that will help us get healthy real quick. Let's see. A big one for me, and maybe for you and your children, if you're a meat and dairy eater like I am. I know there's different viewpoints about meat and dairy, but biblically speaking, when God described the land of Canaan to Israel as they were going in, he said the land flowing with milk and honey. So if God said it's good, then it's good. I know there's been some changes from when he said that to today, but you can still find some good milk out there if you look. It's harder than it used to be, but you can still find it. Um, Dairy, you want to get the A2 cow milk that's been non-homogenized and non-pasteurized, or if it has been pasteurized, you want to make sure it's been low temp pasteurized, low temp processed. Let's see, kefir is good. Beef, you want to make sure it's grass-fed or green-fed as opposed to grain-fed. Bison is very good for you. Chicken, eggs, you want to make sure your eggs is soy-free. You want to make sure it comes from pasteurized, pastured chickens as opposed to chickens that's grown in these cramped farms today. Turkey, let's see, nuts and seeds, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, almonds. All these things are good for you. Avocado oils, almond oils, butter. Butter's good for you. Coconut oil, ghee, appleseed, grapeseed oil, olive oil. These are things that you know that people really don't think about. But if you just take these foods off this list, this example list right here, and incorporate them on a day-to-day usage, you'll notice changes. And you can find this list at BibleWellness.com, and also you can find it at drax.com as well. And this is just an example list that you can go by. I know when I was first when I first was trying to come about my changes and turn my health around, I was always looking for a good list to go by, and that's one that I found. Supplements. These are the foundational four supplements that if you implement them today, you can start noticing changes. And I got this from a guy. I got this from Dr. Axe too. And also, you can see a summary of it at BibleWellness.com, where I talk about supplements and the four foundational supplements you want to incorporate in your life, along with the eating plan. The Perfect Food Berry powder, or Super Greens powder. Um, I pretty much make smoothies with that every day. It's real good. It's about 40 something different grasses and vegetables and stuff that's been pulverized into a powder. And this has got a lot of stuff in it that I know I'll probably never eat by itself. Even if you put a gun to my head, I probably wouldn't eat it. But if you give me a powder and I can put it in a smoothie, then I'm good to go. Um, Vitamins, a good multivitamin, a good fish oil, and then also Fucothin, which is a good supplement to help you speed up the process of losing weight. But that's not really part of the foundational four. The other one should be vitamin D instead of Fucothin. So if you incorporate these four right here, within combination with the diet plan, with the foods on the food list, then you'll definitely notice some changes over a period of time. But let's see, now I've changed over to vitamin D instead of Fucothin. But these are just some examples of how you can implement what we just talked about into a real life practical plan. And I'm just showing you the plan that I used to help turn my health around. So I ate foods off the real food list, and then I still use these four supplements today, except for the Fucothin. I use vitamin D now, um, but these four I do every day, and then also exercise. Now I'm gonna be straight up with you. I haven't exercised consistently for the last couple of months, but I'm still in good shape, and I still have good muscle tone. My energy levels aren't where they used to be, but they're still pretty high compared to where I used to be before I changed the way I was eating. So the secret is 80% is health is about what you eat, about what you put in your body. 20% is about exercise. And let's see. So here's a workout plan. You can work out on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday doing weight training, or some kind of resistance training, and that's pretty much all you need. 3 days a week, resistance training. You only have to do it for like 20 minutes, and interval training for 20 minutes, and you'll notice some changes, and you'll get healthy, and your energy will go up, your flexibility will go up, your muscle tone will start to build up and firm up and tighten up. And then on top of that, if you want to do some cardio, you can do that 2 days a week, like on a Tuesday and Thursday, with some burst training or some interval training. And then, you can rest on Sunday and Saturday. And if you go to BibleWellness.com, I have more about that and what the programs, this specific program that I use to lead the Bible Body Boot Camp. It was a 12-week program. It was all body weight exercises, and it was about a 16 to 20-minute workout. We did 3 days a week. We did a 5-day-a-week plan too, but I just led the class, the resistance training part, for 3 days, and some people noticed some changes. Okay, you want to rest and reduce stress. You want to get plenty of sleep, and you want to try to limit the amount of stress in your life. So there's all kinds of tactics and strategies you can go about doing this, but one of the things I started to do was I started to make sure I was in bed I try to make sure the kids is in bed by 9. That give me some time to kind of do what I want to do, whether it be reading or just kind of relaxing. And then I try to make sure I'm in bed by 10 o'clock. And I get up now at like 7 o'clock, 10 to 7. So, and I noticed the difference that in, man, I sleep good and I wake up pretty good too. So, you want to try to make sure you get in bed at least by 10. For my research, you want to make sure you get in by 10 o'clock if you can. Really, for my research, one particular lady in an interview, she was talking about, she was a doctor, and she's talking about the old timers were getting to bed like an hour after sunset and an hour up before dawn. So if you can do that, then that'd be good too. Also, you want to reduce the amount of stress in your life, whether it be getting rid of people, things, and objects that just place you under a lot of stress. Um, I know it's easier said than done, but trust me, the less stress you have in your life, the better off you are. Stress kills. Stress can lead to a lot of problems and issues. It can affect you in body, soul, and spirit. So you want to reduce the stress and help your emotions and help your body out, your spirit out. Some other things you can do is practice proactive uh, therapies and stuff that'll help you reduce stress too, like good music. Like I keep it on K Love pretty much 24/7 in the house. That way, praise and worship is continually flowing through this house, and my mind is continually focused on Christ, and that it's not about what I can do, but it's about what Christ has done, is doing, and what He will do, continue to do for me as long as I focus on Him and I stay in His Word. Oh yeah, stay in Christ's Word. That helps you reduce stress, and it helps you get rest. Stay in the Word of God. I can't say that enough. Um, it doesn't even have to be like reading is good, reading is great, but also music and also listening to some good preaching too. Uh, get buy the Bible on DVD, buy the Bible on CD, and play it in your car. Play it in your earphones. Community. One of the things I started to do was, you want to enlist the help of others and don't take the journey alone. So whenever you decide to make a change, incorporate some good close friends to help maybe do it with you, or just tell maybe one or two people so that they can help keep you accountable. It's no fun to do, to live life alone. I know some of us are loners and some of us are more apt to be alone than the others. I know for me personally, I'm not really a group type of person, but I understand that I was made to connect with others, and so I still try to find those connections and fellowship with like-minded people, whether it be through social media like Facebook. You want to fellowship with your church family and also neighbors and friends. And this is all part of health and wellness. Okay, some sources. Okay, Kevin, where do you get your food from? One place I go is I have an online store that I've partnered with. It's one of my affiliates. It's Beyond Organic, and I get my meats, my chocolates. Let's see, my kefir or my amasi, which is like a little bit like kefir. It's a fermented drink. I get some whey water, some whey. I get uh, a lot of my foods, real foods, from this particular source. It's it's delivered to my doorstep. And I have an online store. You can go to BibleWellness.com slash. You can go to the affiliates section, and you go to you click on the little Beyond Organic button, and it'll take you to my online store, and you can buy these foods through me. I'm a distributor for them. So that's one way. Another way is go to Whole Foods. Go to stores like Whole Foods, and then also Kroger's has got a pretty good section too, as far as like the nutritional section. It's always funny to me when you go to the store and you say, so where's the health food section? as opposed to like, where's the death food section? They just don't, listen to the language sometimes. We'll go to Kroger's or whatever, and they'll be like, this is the nutritional foods, as opposed to what? The non-nutritional foods, which pretty much is the way it is, but we say it so much we don't really think about it. But listen to the language. And then also, if you go to BibleWellness.com and click on affiliates, I'm affiliated with this guy, Sean Croxton, who wrote the book, The Dark Side of Fat Loss. This guy right here, I listened to this guy for the last 2.5, 3 years, and everything I know concerning health and wellness, a lot of it can be devoted to this guy. This guy he is at the top of his game when it comes to health and wellness. He interviews some of the top experts in the field, and a lot of stuff that's coming out now with regard to the health and wellness area. I knew about 2 or 3 years ago just because this guy's on top of his game and he's at the edge of the knowledge, the information that's out there about this topic and these subjects. So you can pretty much bypass the learning curve that I had to go through just by purchasing his book, The Dark Side of Fat Loss, through me. So just go through to my affiliates section and click on The Dark Side of Fat Loss. And you may say, Kevin, hey man, I ain't got that much money, but it's an investment. You'll learn within a few hours of reading what it took me years to learn. And so just go click on that, buy the book. I think it's got some videos and stuff in there too, and some links to all the interviews and stuff like that, and also a workout plan too associated with it. So within hours of you'll learn, and you'll be right at the forefront of knowledge when it comes to health and wellness, what it took me years to learn and to incorporate into my life. So go to BibleWellness.com, the affiliates section, and click on that, and that'll get you started investing in your knowledge, in your education. Okay, so we're going to just kind of conclude right here. I want you to remember that there is a war for your soul. There are two kingdoms in operation. One operates out of love and the other out of fear. The kingdom of God is one of love. Love is the foundational force out of which the inhabitants of this kingdom operate and live their lives. By their actions of charity, we know that they seek to maintain, build up, and ensure the thriving of humanity, which is one of the reasons why I do this. I do this because when I look in my kids' eyes, when I look at your children at the playground, the only thing I can do is just looking at their innocence and looking at what the enemy is doing to us and what he has in store for us. The only thing I can really do is just cry out and just kind of give warning to say, hey, take heed, because coming down the road, this, it's about control with regards to with regards to socialized health care, and with regards to what the enemy is wanting to do to us. You got to build up your health in body, soul, and spirit. The other kingdom, one of darkness, it seeks to enslave, tear down, and bring to destruction of humanity. The way you choose to live your life determines whose kingdom you belong to, thus determining the outcome of your future well-being. The kingdom of love leads to life, and life more abundant. The kingdom of darkness will be rewarded with eternal destruction. So in conclusion, your health is your responsibility. I encourage you to go through this little presentation, research these things out for yourself, and start to incorporate some things into your lives to turn your health around and really get a hold of it, because we've lived in the last days since Calvary, but we're headed into some dire times. If not, I may be able to say that we are living in some dire times when you look at the headlines and the way things are going. So each day brings us closer to the return of Christ, and the closer we get to the return of Christ, the more intense the enemy gets about his doings, about his business. So we want to make sure that we're in good health. It kind of reminds me of the mother in the Terminator movie series where and she saw the future and she saw what was coming and she warned. She implemented some things in her life to help forewarn her son, and she implemented some things in her life to get herself physically in shape and get herself mentally in shape and get herself spiritually in shape for what she saw coming. So this is how we want to do. We want to make sure we get ourselves in shape in our areas so that we are church fit, so that we are well for kingdom work. So to the conclusion, life or death. This is the choice. The choice is yours, life or death. For more information, go to BibleWellness.com. This is Kevin, the host of BibleWellness.com. Just go there and kind of glean through the source information that I have there. I talk about health and wellness from a biblical perspective, and I touch on a whole range of topics from media, entertainment, to education, to what we can physically do with our bodies, mentally, socially. I touch on it all because it all deals with our health and it all touches us in our well-being in some form or fashion. And the main thing we want to do is we want to be healthy and well. We want to be pure without spot, wrinkle or blemish. We want to be pure for when the Father comes back for when the Father sends his Son back for the bride. So we want to be pure. And with that, I'm going to sound off. Look forward to talking to you guys later.